who makes me smile, the one who owns my heart, the one I call my baby.
We already know that one. Suck it.
John,
The one who makes me smile.
You suck it.
You suck it. Suck it! I think what this woman's trying to say here, guys, is that you can suck it. Suck it, Sean. Suck it. Suck it, Sean. You can all suck it. Suck it, Sean. You get really liberal with the suck it. Suck on place! Suck it, hyphens. You suck it. How do you say suck it in English? No, I'm paraphrasing. Do you know what paraphrasing means? You suck it means you suck it. Suck it means you suck it. Suck it, both of you. You suck it! You can eat hot steaming bowl of suck it soup. Because guess what I made from scratch? Everyone. Suck it soup. You can suck it. You suck it. You can suck it. Suck it. Suck it. Well, you can suck it. You suck it. 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 Suck it was meant for you.
No, it wasn't, Sean.
Come on, son. Dude, I didn't even hear the video. What the?
My side chick, my undercover lover. Nobody have to know. Me the bed rocker. The man I rock your body. Telling me my room, lot of things to do. Hitting all the things when for you boo. I know it's not fair, but it feels so cool. You know the situation and you understand.
Yeah, I can do
it. My baby girl had no clue. You sent from afar that I'm feeling blue. When I was in hell, you were the flu. Sticking to each other like a super glue. I see two visities in the hood. Detective Shaggy and Scooby-Doo. This hyphen coast like Doctor Who. So we playing cool, so the time is in. You have a man, I have a girl. So I just can't let it show.
Yes.
You need to there, what I need to hear.
It's weird. I don't even see the chat. What the hell's going on? Oh, there it is. There it is. I got it.
Your farmer over the music. Oh, so the fucking music is rocking. I will turn on music. I can't hear it, which is fucking troublesome. But you can hear the music?
I cannot hear the music at all.
To where I normally have. What's up? You hear the music? I couldn't. I don't know. It's probably the setup. You guys see decent? Rating. This is what it is. My windshield wipers aren't the best. And this guy is going so slow, dude. It's 55, and nobody drives 55, by the way. This guy's doing like 45. So he's gonna make my 4-hour drive like 6 hours at this rate, you know. So I'll be passing this guy momentarily. There's a line of cars behind me. There's usually nobody around me. So this guy's on a Sunday drive.
Oh yeah, you look like you have a nice drive home.
What, you guys? Or distance?
Yeah, the view wise.
No, yeah, the first hour and a half is really nice. You get some rolling terrain, curves, you got all kinds of trees. This time of year, they look beautiful. Don't spill your beer. I did stop at an authentic Mexican little restaurant, you know, and picked up some sparkling water, mineral agua, and then and I did get a burrito. So I haven't eaten that yet. So that'll be when I get hungry on the ride home. So yeah, had to have something. But yeah, no beers. No, I've got my I got my vape though. It's plugged in. Oh, here we go. Passing time. Now we can stick it in 65 miles per hour and just tool home at like 24 miles per gallon until I get to 75, and then I do 85. Always 10 over, minimum. So,
Oh yeah.
there's hardly ever cops out here, and if there are, they're just sheriff deputies and stuff, you know, but occasional state trooper.
What's up, Sherry Ward?
What's going on, Cherie? It's Cherie,
Oh,
man. Sherry.
Cherie. My bad. Scott S says, when's your next auction?
It is Saturday, planned for Saturday. I'll go live regardless, guys. I'll probably get something, but I didn't pick anything up so far this week because of prices, and it's not my general area. Right up north, I'm still working on finding the really good spots and building up the relationships. So, I just didn't want to go in there with it being 35. You know, I just figured I'd wait. It might drop down the next day or two, which it did, retract to like 30, high 33s. So
Yeah.
if I went to my shop down River, my main dude, Mark, he'd probably be selling me $35 generic right now. Most likely. Maybe $34.50 potentially. It's hard to say. It's interesting. You never really know what you're going to get with him sometimes. So, but yeah, I don't know. I held off. I probably, it's also time, right? That shop's only open a half an hour after I get off of work, and it's like 15, 20 minutes from work. So it's very challenging. They pack up early, man. I went in there one time at like 5 to, it was like 5:30. And they were basically walking out the door. I'm like, oh, I'm trying to catch this mom. It's not easy.
Yeah.
Those. It's just weird. Traverse City's an interesting thing. Like, most of the breakfast joints aren't open until like 8 o'clock or 7:30, and it's like I start work at 7:30. So lately, I haven't had a kitchen, so I haven't been cooking breakfast. So I've been stopping in some places. So there's not very many options in the morning. And then a lot of places close early. Like that coin shop closes at 5:30, which is early for like a Metro Detroit shop. And like some of the bars and restaurants close at 9 p.m. Man, I close one down every Tuesday night, pretty much. It's like one of my little spots I go to where they got the spicy margarita and a habanero infused cider. So, yeah, dude. Yeah, they put that in the spicy margarita, and that's made with. Used to be made with a jalapeno infused tequila, and now they're using a chili infused tequila. It's definitely hotter, but it's still not like they make it. She made it for me. She's like, you want to try the new one? I'm like, yeah, give me the new recipe. Before I even said make it extra spicy, because she knows me, she's like, I'll give you the original recipe that we had to tone down for the mass public. I'm like, oh, okay. And I was like, yeah, you need to upgrade that.
Yeah, sounds fucking delicious.
It's a good drink, man. It's a good drink. So, and they do a mug club where you $100 one-time fee, you get this pottery mug. See, I need to probably change the song. It's definitely a plan to. I'll do that just because I know every now and then I'll just switch it. So $100 one-time fee, and then you get on Mondays you get 20% off your bill, and on any other day of the week it's 10% off your bill. So I'm probably gonna do that because, man, I mean, you just spend, you spend $100. Let's say you're averaging even 10% off. That's $10. You do that, 10 times. You just paid for that fucking $100 mug club. So
Yeah.
Their food's not cheap, but it's very good. It's like grass-fed beef and like local bacon. It's all local and organic stuff, and they got a lot of vegan options for the vegan people. But yeah, I always, they just switched up their menu last Wednesday to the winter menu. So I missed out on the steak. I had never ordered the steak, but it's all good. It'll come back next year sometime.
Yeah, I've been meaning to hit up the LCS as well, but man, it is expensive right now.
It's a little pricey right now. But that's the thing. Is it going to go down? Is it going to go back up? Who knows? I don't know.
Who knows? Yeah, who knows?
I always buy. I don't give a crap. When it was 30, when it jumped from like 25 to 30, people freaked out. But we've been hanging out in mostly the 30s since then. So,
yeah.
I don't know. It's hard to say what's going on.
I still been buying gold for sure.
Oh yeah. Why not? Right? Shit. I can't believe last week I was buying gold under fucking milk. I don't know if that shop fucked up or what, but I did not fucking say a word. He gave me take that, and I will take that. I'll take that. I'll take that. And then you all, basically the pre-bidders got the hookup, but one person didn't. One piece did make it to the auction, but yeah, I mean, fuck, dude. I should have kept all that gold, man. But right now I can't afford to keep shit because of the transition. Got extra bills, you know. So
I can't believe you got that Tiffany bracelet and necklace for that cheap, man.
Dude, I know. And I can't guarantee they're authentic, but for the price you pay, even if they're fucking fake, it's still not a bad price for sterling silver. You know?
They look real. I mean, I bought my wife a set, and I spent well over $500, probably well over $600 for both.
Dude, I couldn't believe it so this was at a shop that I've been to maybe like 5 times. Okay, I'll straight up. I'll just say where the shit is. I don't give a fucking shit. I know other people don't like to reveal shops and whatever. I don't care. You come to my shop, I don't care. It's not gonna be my shop for long, anyways. These are not my shops, anyways. Fuck, they're everybody's shop. You know, it's just my area. But so I stopped in there and I was like, I was about to cash out, I think I cashed out. I was about to walk away, and I just happened to say, "Hey, did you ever buy sterling silver?" And he's like, "Yeah." I was like, "Oh, you got some?" It's like, "Yeah." And he brings it out, and he puts it out in front of me, and that shit was in there. And I was like,
no.
I'm like, "What's the price on this stuff?" He's like, "Melt." I'm like, "Okay, what's melt?" He's like 98 cents a gram.
Wow.
$1 a gram. So yeah, he just pulled out the shit I wanted. I was like, all right, I'll take these. And he priced me up. So
that's nuts, dude. That's crazy. I can hear the music now for sure.
Here now? Oh.
Yeah, I don't know why now. Yeah, I hear now.
I switched to look at my GPS. Maybe switching it did something. I don't know, man. Don't ask me. I'm just driving here, man. I don't know shit. Can't tell how many people are in here. What's up, Chappie? I can't play clips. I mean, I could, but very dangerous, so I'm not going to because I just have to wait till Saturday for the clips. But you got to suck it just because that's on the intro now. But I think I can faintly hear the music, but I can't hear shit, man. If I turn up my speakers too loud, you're super loud, so it doesn't matter. I don't need to hear the music. I actually kind of.
What's up?
Very faintly.
What's up, Chappie? Good to see you, bro.
First music, probably need a new song. That's one thing I can do fairly easily. So yeah, I don't know how the image is coming out. Do you guys see like good color?
Oh, it looks good.
The sun's just not beaming down. It's usually making all the trees glow on my ride home normally, but at least it stopped raining for the most part. It might just be a little bit of dripping from the trees or some sprinkling.
Cherie wants to know where you're taking us.
So, Cherie, I left Traverse. Well, you guys enjoyed me until I was in the outskirts of Traverse City. Like, technically, south of Traverse City is Garfield Township. Like, Traverse City proper is fairly small, but people call a lot of areas around Traverse City. So, let's just say you guys jumped on as I was just leaving Traverse City. I'm headed, basically, I'm on East Boardman, but I'm going to be taking roughly like 131, 115 down to 10 over to 75. But I don't think you guys will be on. I'll probably cut you off before I get even close to 75 because it's just not as pretty of a drive. There's other people streaming, I'm sure. It's Wednesday evening. I'm not usually, I don't know what's up on Wednesdays. I've been driving for the last like 6 weeks, so I haven't been paying attention. I usually just jamming music, trying to stay awake for the most part, It's like just hitting my vape pen like a madman, and trying not to stop and make good time. Yeah, I mean, it's like, I wish, like, it's hard. I can't, like to the sides, some of the views to the sides are better, straight up, but This is so janky. I'm probably gonna break my vent, but I don't care if I do. Whatever. This car's just a point A to B car at the moment. But yeah, it's like reds and stuff. Tilts it off to the side, maybe better view. I don't know, maybe. But yeah, it's kind of in the area where I'm looking to purchase, give or take. You know, I obviously want to be away from Traverse City proper. So, but yeah, I just had my interview. Yeah, you guys don't know. I just had my interview with Empire. So if you guys don't know Empire, you could check it out on a map right now if you want Empire, Michigan. But it's on Lake Michigan, like right on the water, and it's just south of Sleeping Bear Dunes, if you're familiar with Sleeping Bear Dunes. Actually, Empire Township has like one of the most northwestern points of the township is the lookout, Sleeping Bear Dunes lookout. But the big dunes is in the next township north. But yeah, I just had an interview there. That would be nice if I can pick that up. That's they require you to be there 1 day a week in the office. Oh my god, I can't believe that guy just did that. He probably couldn't see me. And it pays $32K a year. There's a small pension. I just found out, I've never heard of this before. But they said if you process a split, so let's say somebody owns 10 acres and they want to divide it into 2 parcels of 5, $200 of whatever, I don't know how much it costs to do the split. Maybe it's $200. I don't know. I didn't check on that exactly. But $200 gets divvied up between the zoning admin and the assessor. So I make $100 in my pocket anytime somebody splits a fucking property, dude. I've never heard of that. I've been doing this for 11 fucking years. I've never heard of that. That's sweet. If I get the job, I'm gonna fucking tell my boss about that. He's gonna be like, what? Maybe I shouldn't tell him. You still there? Did I lose him? I don't hear SGT. He might have dropped. I don't know. I don't hear him. Volume's up. You guys need a new song, though, I'm sure. Alright, we're turning soon. On to 66. Oh, I hear the beeping. She ain't talking. Maybe you guys probably hear her, huh? I can't hear her. You guys might even be able to hear my GPS. I have no idea. I can't hear the music worth the crap either. And I lost SGT, I'm pretty sure. What's up, Matthew? Matthew Crust Life, I can't mod you out, man. But next time you come, if you want to pop in my auction on Saturday, I'll turn you blue. Who else we got in this house? That's all I can see, besides for Cherie and Cyrus and Lisa Anderson. Oh, you don't hear anything but me? So the music stops? Or is it a quiet track? I mean, I can turn it up, but people said they couldn't hear me. How many reggae bands are there in Michigan? I have no idea. Are there any reggae bands in Michigan? That's amazing I could even read chat, because I'm not. It's challenge. It's definitely challenging. While driving. I have no idea how you doing, Sleep. You guys will only be hanging out for a little bit longer with me, so then I can start focusing. Because at night it's definitely got to be paying attention for the deer. Be more likely to be out and about. Actually, this drive home was it last week or the week before? There were 2 deer sitting off to the right in like the ditch, just sitting there, man. Not sitting, but standing there. I was like, whoa, that's crazy. I'm glad they were just chilling there. They didn't step out into the road. As I was driving by. Oh, Tui, so that's what's up, Tui. Tui, Cranky, how you doing? Started missing the best part. You guys like this? It's going in and out, man. Cause my internet signal's crap. But because we're rolling through the stuff, I started missing some of it. I just felt bad. I was like, man, this is like when I wanted them to be able to see this. We were rolling. Saw these good trees popping. That's you. Can you send a link to Julie. I sent the link to Julie. I sent it to her email. I also texted her to do anything. Did I send it to anybody else? I don't think I did. Come on, son. Hold on. Let me switch that on. Oh, God. I should have done this before. Here. There we go. You'll see it over here. Left. Come on, son. Over the place, huh?
Hey, you there? Can you hear me? What's up?
What's going on? Yeah, hey, man, I'm having all kinds of problems. But with internet or signal, it won't let me in. There we go. There we go. Back to the solo. Look at that amazing rainbow. Can you see
I
it?
see it.
Nice. How you doing? How's your
Very
day? Oh shoot, it's off to the other side too. The other side. I don't know if you can see that. I can't really turn it all the way over there.
No, it's awesome.
Your day going all right?
Let's see. What's up?
How's your day going? Can you hear me? All right? Is the music too loud? What's going on?
I mean, it's a little overpowering your voice. I can say that. It was fine when I was just in the chat.
It is overpowering my voice?
Yeah,
Oh, it's fine when you're in the chat, but now you can't hear me very well.
pretty much. That's what it comes down to.
Interesting.
I think
That's
it's just
weird.
because of the
What's up with
reception.
Maybe.
He lost.
I mean, I do have 2 bars.
Let's
Well, I
see.
can turn down the music.
It's not a big deal. I can work through it. I had 2 devices going. I was hearing an echo. How long have you been
Who
on the
was here
road?
that quick? I got off work an hour ago, but I stopped to grab that Mexican. So, let's just call it an hour. Been on the road for about an hour. So I got about 3 more to go. I can tell you exactly what we'll do. 309.
I see Ed.
You hear me? Let me ask you. So if I do this, you're struggling to hear me. I don't like that.
All right, that's like
I
the
don't like
first
that.
car I've seen.
All right, turn the music down. Can you hear me better too?
No, I can't say. It sounds like this is a different song. And that's just, I could turn my volume down, but then I'll just turn your voice down with it. It's not a big deal.
Yeah, it's weird. Because SGT could hear me, he just couldn't hear the music at first. Yeah, it's just weird. It's probably just the whole StreamYard on my phone and my connection. I'm sure it's just my internet connection is terrible, so it's causing all kinds of issues.
I can live with the music. Shuri, I did get your package. Thank you. Oh my gosh. I absolutely love what you put inside of it too.
What's up, Kraken? Nobody gift any membership, please, because I can't write that shit down. So don't do that today. Don't do that today. Kraken, I'm talking to you.
That's a lot to ask.
I know it is, but it's not a regular scheduled program. Please do not do that, Kraken.
Well, you know what? Even if he does, I can write it down. Just saying.
I'm just saying, he doesn't need to anyway.
I'm in my car, but I'm not driving.
Oh, okay. Who's on tonight? Any good streams on tonight that I'm gonna miss? I'm doing like 70 miles an hour.
You know, I don't know who's on tonight. I can't keep track of everything. I do know that my Silver Journey and Silver and Gold Stack Attack do Wednesdays.
Oh yeah.
But other than that, if somebody wants to put something in the chat, I can do it out loud. But I'm not really sure. I haven't really been on YouTube.
Come on, son. Cracky just gifted 5 memberships. I can see it. I just can't write it down, you mother. I appreciate you, Kraken. Too kind, man. Too kind. I'll try to remember that. Don't muddy the water anymore, please.
Where? I don't
Oh,
see
Cash
it.
is on tonight.
I-
No, that's true, yeah. It's true. Golden Cash is on quite a few nights now, I've noticed. I just missed that. I just miss Wednesdays right now, you know. A couple weeks and I won't be doing this drive. Most likely. So.
I got you on the membership list there. I took a screen grab, so I'll just send it to
You
you.
wrote it
You can
down?
write it down later.
I could have probably
Yeah.
done that. I didn't even think about it. I guess I could still do it. It's still
Probably not the smartest idea. I'll just say that. That's awesome, Kraken. Take care. He says he's leaving.
yeah, it's have a good one. He likes to
What?
pop in, say some stuff, gift some stuff, and take off.
Let's see. So got Cash Money's on. He was,
Wednesday night. Oh yeah, that's right. They do Wednesday streams. Good point. Yep. Well, do they? They do a lot of nights there right now because MOZB brought back Monday, right? So they're streaming every day now between the two of them, right? Because social hour on Friday. Yeah, they do. They got every day pretty much. I don't think they always do Mondays, but Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Does.
I know about social hour. I forgot what time that is. At one time, I had an alarm on my phone. I can't keep track, honestly.
Track.
So,
That's nice, man. I've seen those.
I need to jot all that stuff down.
Well, somebody at one time, I think it was Darlene, Second Chance Cats, was talking about creating some kind of like on a community page, creating like a list of the streams in the coin community. Now you're not going to get every one, and people are going to have to like notify you, you know, or post them really early. I actually heard that you do want to post at least 48 hours. Help push out your stream, which I almost never do.
Well, I know that I get it's really bizarre. I'll get notifications after it's actually streamed.
I've heard
and it'll
that.
say streamed like 6 minutes ago. But I don't know if that's because of the timing I go on and all that stuff. Because
maybe, yeah. I don't know how that works because I don't have any notifications on. I just try to remember when people stream. That's why I used to always misspoke scans or pop in really late because he loves to pop up, right? And it's like if you don't plan ahead, like I don't know unless I'm on and I'm looking, right? So because I don't have notifications on. I don't trust it.
well,
First of all,
I have notifications on, and they, I've been kind of switching it up, being like no notifications, and then hitting it, hoping it refreshes without having to unsubscribe. I've been getting a lot of notifications. It's just to like all the new people I've been subscribing to, not people I've been supporting or subscribed to like since the beginning. So it's kind of, I don't know. Am I choppy? Can anybody hear me clearly?
no, I can hear you all right. I think maybe like 1 out of every 10 words maybe is a little choppy, but no, you seem to be coming through all right from on my end at least.
Kraken says he has a 1 ounce silver Hot Wheel GSF for sale.
Yeah, I saw the post you had it, and then you were talking, so I didn't want to interrupt you, but yeah, I saw him say for sale. Yeah, I'm headed back to my homestead, my property, down in southeastern Michigan, and I was up in northwestern Michigan, in the lower peninsula, right? I wasn't in the UP. Yeah, dude, that's crazy. If you're in the northeastern UP from like this, or the northwestern from the southeastern portion of Michigan where I live, that's like 8-9 hour drive. I'm just doing 4. I think it might be closer to 10. It's It's a long ways, man. The UP is pretty long. So I think I've only been up in the UP once or twice in my life. It's such a far drive, man. You know, there's so many destinations closer to southern Michigan, you know, that unless you know somebody that's got a place up there, you know, it's or you're going there for something specific. I mean, it's beautiful, don't get me wrong, but there's not very many people up there, that's for sure.
There's not very many people on the road right now. It's empty.
No, I mean, that's, you know, it's 6 o'clock. Most people have probably already gotten home from work, right? And this is rural America right now. I'm going through townships that probably have like 1,000 people in them. You know, this is a very small township. And there's a lot of state and federal land around here, you know. And so, yeah, there's not a lot of people around. I love it. That's why I take this drive and I don't just go jump on 75. Because I've checked it out. And it's like, the difference in, I mean, I'm going to get on 75, like, basically at Bay City, roughly, you know, so just north of Saginaw Bridge is where I'll jump onto 75. I could continue going south, but it adds a good half an hour. And it gets dark, so who cares at that point, right? I'll jump on, you know, it's almost safer to be on the freeway anyways at dark, I think. Because of deer, right? There's less chance of you probably running into a deer on the freeway than on one of these side roads. At least that's my thoughts. I mean, the deer jump out on the freeway, don't get me wrong, but I think you're going to see way more of them. Am I supposed to be turning left? Thoughts? Like, I don't know. Could you hear GPS, Julie, when you were in
No.
chat? Okay.
No.
I was just wondering because I can't hear it, and I just figured if I couldn't hear the music, then maybe I could hear the GPS. Oh, speaking of music, I can actually slightly hear it. Man, you guys see a new song right now. So let's switch that up. Since they're not very long songs, most of them. Sun's out. Nice. We'll get some popping colors here. What? 1 mile of 75? It rerouted me. It did this to me once. Did it fucking do it again? Oh my God, that's take me into Cadillac. That sucks. All right, well, if it starts getting ugly, I'll just end it because it is the expressway. That sucks. Yeah, where am I? No, I didn't get to Cadillac. There's no way I got to Cadillac. Well, I could have. Hour and a half? Yeah, maybe I did. Maybe it did reroute me.
Hi, Three Sky Warrior.
I guess I'm, you know, when I'm by myself, I'm just listening to music, so time probably doesn't go as fast as, you know, sitting here talking to people. Seriously.
SGT says, guide him through the woods, Julie. He's lost.
I've definitely not lost. 75. So.
Yeah, I could take him on a good detour. Can't say it'd be fun.
I could have rerouted myself again, but I don't want to do that. It would take too long. And in the dark, sometimes it pays to just be able to be on autopilot and know where you're going, you know? So I could probably turn GPS off now. If I'm on 75, and definitely don't need it anymore. 129 miles.
So are you using cruise? Are you using cruise control or what?
I normally do. Yes, I will now for sure. But so sometimes in the hilly areas, I don't, because I've noticed that the cruise sometimes acts really weird. It starts accelerating very heavily to try to get you up the hills, or, you know, they're hills, they're not mountains or anything. But yeah, we're fishing to hit legal 75 miles per hour, which means, oh, this guy's going to pass me. Interesting. I'm taking a while. I don't like to accelerate super fast. That's how you use up gas, right? Gas is expensive. We're going to set cruise at 85 miles per hour, and we're golden. I've literally gone past state troopers already. I've done this at 85. At night, during the day, they don't bat an eye. 10 over in Michigan, with the state trooper will not pull you over. It's very rare. Let's put it that way. If you keep it in the lane, they're probably not pulling you over. So
I play it safe and try not to go 9 over.
that's what most people do, the 9 over game. Trust me, I've gone by a state trooper doing 12 to 13 over, so I was doing like 83 and a 70, 82, 83, and I was like, damn, he's coming after me, and he didn't even fucking pull out after me. I was like, holy shit, awesome. I thought for sure he was going to pull me over, give me a 5 over, you know, and just so I had to pay some money. But no, he didn't even come out. Maybe he was busy eating or something. I don't know.
Busy eating.
He could have been napping on the job. You don't know, man. Just because sometimes I've heard those cars don't even have a person in them. They just park them there to get people to slow down. It's very possible. It is definitely very. I would not put it past the Stadies to do that. I would not put it past them. So, I mean,
I can't say I've ever drove by one and did not see a person in the vehicle. I have seen them step out of the vehicle to use the radar.
Oh, okay. I mean, most of the time they can just point their car in a direction and use the car radar if they're really lazy or it's raining or something. But
I've seen them. One person be on a bridge radaring, and the other vehicle be up, and they just communicate to each other.
yeah,
Take care,
yeah,
Mike.
Yeah, SGT. I don't think they have
Hi, Mike.
safety meetings yet. They may at some point, but I'll tell you what, they're letting them now grow facial hair and stuff. Like a lot of the state troopers have always been really strict on that. I know that they've laxed on that a little bit. I know some local police forces have laxed on the facial hair as well. They've always been able to do, like, I think local, like a little bit, but they're getting a little bit more lenient on that. So, eventually, yeah, maybe they will let them do some safety meetings.
Yeah,
I highly doubt
A3 Sky Warrior. Don't they have tolls? What is that? We don't have them in Michigan. The highway tolls.
There's no toll roads in Michigan. There are some in Ohio. There's not a lot. There's a couple, like the 80-20 Turnpike, I believe, is a toll. And I think there might be another one. I just avoid them.
I know
when I'm in Ohio. I have my GPS set to avoid tolls. So, or I choose the route that won't take me on a toll road. Because I'm like, really? You want me to? No, I already pay taxes to fix the roads. I'm not paying tolls. Although I don't pay taxes in Ohio. But, Here comes the sun. Nice little sun action.
Good luck doing that in Illinois. It's like all tolls.
It's all tolls in Illinois?
That's what it feels like. I don't know. I ended up just like when I passed through there, I just paid after. They give you 14 days to pay before they start fining you.
Well, it's their way. That's probably the state's way of getting money to fix the roads as opposed to taxing. Here in Michigan, they just fucking tax it. So.
Yeah, the roads were nice. I'll have to say that. Wisconsin troopers don't give a shit. I kind of noticed that. Hey, Vincent.
Oh, yeah. Oh, Vincent. Yeah, I apologize, man. I sent out tracking today, and people probably got their packages like Monday or Tuesday. I literally sent.
That's what
Saturday.
Vincent said.
No, yeah, I slacked on it. I meant to do it on the weekend. I got super busy. I'm still trying to get that place ready to get sold or listed. So, sun, man. So, but yeah, I slacked on that. My apologies. I'm glad I got safely to everybody. Patty was hilarious. Patty emails me, and she's like, and I didn't see it until today. I don't know when she emailed me, but she was like, I got my package, but the $30 piece of gold wasn't in there. And then I noticed there were 2 emails, right? And so then I opened up the second email, because she's like, can you please ship that out as soon as possible? And I, because she's moving. So that wouldn't, obviously I didn't want to miss anything. And I normally don't do that. I miss stuff. But then the second email's like, still like laughing out loud or something. I just noticed it in the bottom of the package or something like that. So yeah, she got it. It was funny though. All right, A3.
Tape to the very bottom of the
You are.
package that only a small hands can reach.
don't think so. No. So sometimes with the little stuff, well, the gold I probably would have bubble wrapped just because. Sometimes with like the rewards and stuff, I'll tape them to the index card. Sometimes on the back, but lately I've been trying to put it on the front because somebody one time's like I didn't even notice it at first. Luckily I flipped the card over, and I'm thinking like there's weight to it, like, and a lot of times the card's kind of slightly curved because of like the tape job. So I'm just like, how do you not notice that? You didn't pick the card up? You couldn't tell there was extra weight to it? But no. Yeah. Overall, right now.
I've been see the silver stacker. He has a method of how he ships. I've kind of like tried that recently. See how that goes. It's been working.
No, I just noticed I was black screen there for a second. I'm starting in and out.
I wonder if it has to do with your GPS talking too. Is it talking at the same time you're cutting out?
No. I turned the GPS off. I don't need it on. I'm on 75, man. I'm going to take 75 to 23 and then 23 to my house, basically, right? I don't need it anymore. I know where I'm going. I only turned it on up there. I can pretty much know where I'm going just to make sure I don't miss a road. Because, you can add a lot of time onto your route if you miss the roads, cutting through the country. So.
I always use the GPS because it actually tell you when there's a possible speed check ahead. Thule is GPS.
Well, half the time when my GPS tells me that, I never see a cop because it's old information that cop probably already pulled somebody over and has now relocated.
Yeah, I've only had that happen twice where they were already got somebody or it was an accident or something like that. Yeah, it's kind of funny. I was actually thinking about, I don't know if you can hear me, but I was thinking about going to a shop before you even got back to see what they had. I wasn't going to be sneaky about it though. And what's Spot? Can anybody see what Spot is right now?
Last time I saw Spot was earlier today, but not that long ago. The market probably closed. I saw it at
Kitco
37.
Yeah, 33.
Oh, SGT says 33.76. Did I lose her?
I go up bid. Where are you getting that from, SGT? What site? I stopped by a shop and for the first time I saw world coins. So I stopped and I was like, I need Mexican coins. And there were 50 cents. I grabbed $6 worth and fill some on my album. Did I get anything for the auction? No. Didn't have anything. I need to go to a place tomorrow.
I'm assuming that's a typo on the gold there, SGT. There's no way it's 2,200. I'm going to back up the truck if it drops to $2,200.
27.
I know it's a typo. It's like 22. What? Hold on, where's the fucking coin shop? Get there before they close. I know there is one in Cadillac.
See, Like my coin shops, they only go off of a bid for gold and silver, and then they go off of ask only for platinum and palladium. I asked them before. So I don't know. That's like a normal thing for most shops.
I think, yeah, maybe. Just probably because it's just easier for them to sell the silver and the gold than it is the platinum and palladium. So that's probably why, is my guess. They want more margin on it, maybe, because they have to sit on it longer. I don't know.
He told me, like, one of those things where I should have been listening a little. My active listening skills should have been in effect. But I was looking at silver and I was distracted.
Yeah, it happens.
But and hi, Invisible River Ranch Lord IRR.
What's up, IRR? Irregular. That's like the short. I know my sketching. If somebody's got like an in-ground pool or like a patio that's kind of weird shaped, and I just don't. I'm not going to spend the amount of time it is to get like every curve and everything to get the exact perfect area of that patio. I'll just average it, But I'll write like IRR, irregular shape, Just
you're not. You don't sit there and write kidney shape.
Well, if it's a kidney shape, yeah, because you can actually, with their sketching software, you can put a kidney shape for a pool. But I don't do that. I just laser it and I just average it basically. And most are like, typical pools like 16 by 32, so some of them are a little bit different, but that's pretty much your average size pool. Some people spend a lot more money and put in a massive one, but, and I have seen them a little bit smaller, but typically it's 16 by 32, give or take.
I don't know. I can live without a pool. All that maintenance isn't worth it.
There is a lot of maintenance, but it depends upon where you live, in my opinion. Like if you're in Florida or California, you probably want that pool because it's so warm, or Arizona or something, right? Just for the relief of the heat and the humidity potentially. And same thing in Michigan in the summer. That's the thing in Michigan. I would only want that pool for like maybe a month, maybe 2, or some years like a week. So it's like, it's not worth it to me. I can jump in a lake or something.
That's what St. Clair is for.
Right, yeah, exactly. That's what a lake's for. Yeah. Or a smaller body of water is going to be a lot warmer. The mud puddles, as I like to call them in Michigan. You're like, some of you, even there's some lakes that are so small, right, they have the no wick or no electric motor, like no motors allowed. Some of those are really shallow. They actually get pretty warm.
I'm guessing they're man-made?
No, some of those aren't. Some of those just it's like digging your own pond, right? It's just an area of land that was a little lower and just filled up with water. And it's, or it might be deep enough, but the diameter isn't very big, so then they won't allow motorized boats on it, right? So if it's a smaller body of water, even if it's got some depth, it's going to warm up quicker.
Yeah. Let's see. So,
well, my battery's going. I'm probably going to have to end it at some point here. So, because if I plug it into power, my phone, I can't put it through my speakers in my car, so I probably won't be able to hear you. Well, I guess I don't really need to hear much. Maybe I'll be able to hear you. I don't know. When I used to stream on my phone, I couldn't hear shit. And if I put my earbuds in, people always said they couldn't hear me. But if I can hear you, well, I don't know. That'll be an issue. So, but whatever. Go ahead. Finish your thought.
So, do you have like one of those magnetic chargers?
I don't. No, I'm not. I don't buy shit unless I need it. I don't buy the shit to buy shit, man. Like people do that. That's fine. You. I don't do that. if I need it, I buy it. But why do I need a magnet charger? I got cables and shit. I can live with cables.
I don't have one. I don't have one because it's pointless because of my case. It won't go through it, so it's pointless.
Yeah, so I had the option, like when I bought this this holder that I just bought so that I could do this stream. I had the option of getting the magnet shit, but then I'm like, well, my phone is pretty old. I don't know what technology it has compared to the new stuff. I didn't know what else I would need. So I'm just like, I'm not buying any frilly shit. Just give me the basic crap. If it works, it works. That's how I started with my tripod. You know, I got a very inexpensive one of those ones where the legs bend and stuff. And then that thing lasted a good almost year or so before I basically beat the shit out of it and it was destroyed. So then I bought, you know, one of those ones that goes up to like 5 feet tall or something. But the shortest it is like a foot or foot and a half. But I can take it outside and stuff, set it up in the garden. So I might as well upgrade at this point, get something a little bit bigger. So, yeah, I usually start small, don't invest much.
My donate plan. They were really slow one time, and it was right before I started my YouTube, like putting videos out, and they did bingo, which never happens because they're never slow. And they were giving away prizes, and I had won the bingo twice. And one of the prizes I took was a tripod you attach to your table. And I was like, okay, I'll just take it. And then a few weeks later, I made my first video using that tripod. I used it for quite some time, but my table was not level, so it kept, like, you know, it was probably annoying the viewers at one point, and I kept shaking. I still have it. It works. So I don't use it.
Yeah, you might be cutting in and out, at least for me a little bit, but it could be my elevation. If you guys can tell, I'm about to drop down a little bit. But there's some crazy stuff going on in chat. It looks like Peta's out here. See a pain in the ass. And then Invisible River Ranch was talking about some mousing through wires. They cut that. I don't know what the hell's going on in chat. That's interesting. We have to rewatch this and see what that conversation's all about. Yeah, mice are, man, they'll do some damage, or can at least. Definitely need cats living in the country. I'd be getting some. I should have had them on my last property, but I just didn't get one.
Yeah, I know somebody who doesn't like animals, who's getting 2 cats, and they hate them just for that.
I mean, you know, you gotta have them sometimes. Otherwise, if you don't own cats, you're gonna own mice. You know? You own the cats, so you don't own the mice. I mean, I might even get one and just leave it outside as well. Have an indoor one and an outdoor one, or maybe even 2 indoor and 2 outdoor. We'll see what kind of property I have, whether or not I think I need an outdoor cat. But I definitely might need a barn cat. I could have used a couple barn cats in my last property for sure, definitely. I just like, I don't know. I would have to cut a hole somewhere in the barn to actually be able to put them in the pole barn, right? So I was just kind of, I don't know if I want to do that. And yeah, I don't know. So.
You mean like a doggy door?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I cut some kind of entrance way for them, right? I mean, there's doors to the pole barn. You know, there's 2 sliders and there's a man door at my property, my current property that I'm going to be selling. But yeah, I mean, I would have had to put. But then there's also an interior door between, like, part of the pole barn is sectioned off like a garage, with the actual overhead door as well. And then the other part's more like a barn. So there's an interior door. So I would have had to, like, put in two kind of dog doors, basically. And then that just allows the ability of another animal to get in there that's smart, like a raccoon or something, right? So you would have to get the collars that open the door. It's not just, it's a lot of work, man. It's a lot of work. I just didn't want to invest that much in a goddamn cat.
Well, anybody could take that collar off too. Just saying.
Well, yeah, you got to catch the cat.
Well, outside cats here are really friendly, actually. Like, there's some
Well-
outside cats that have been adopted by other people.
Well, now you're
And
probably talking feral cats, though, right? It's just like literally a cat that's probably somebody got rid of or whatever, or forgot about or whatever, left, and that cat is now just wild, basically, or feral. It would be different if I.
Yeah.
No, this is somebody else's cat that you.
They had like a legit collar with a tag on it.
Okay. Well,
I mean, it never went inside. I'm just saying, like, I don't know.
Yeah, but you live close to people. I don't live close to people. If I had an outdoor cat, it would probably not be that friendly to people because it wouldn't see anybody but me, right? Like, people would be weird, unusual for that cat because it would just be chilling out on 5 acres in the middle of farmland, right? It would have to go like 10 acres to get to another house. 5 to 10 acres at least. I mean, there's one house that's probably 5 to 10 away, and there's another one that might be about 10 to 20 away, and then after that, it jumps another good 10 to 20 acres, Which, I mean, it's not super far, but still, it's a ways.
I'm actually surprised the cities over here still allow outside cats and haven't made some ordinance against it.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's the problem, though, is I guess you could do that, but how are you going to enforce that,
That's the point. They don't.
Oh, and somebody just wouldn't put a collar on it, and then you would never know whose it is, So, I don't know. Yeah, it would be too challenging, probably. It's bad enough they banned chickens in so many municipalities. It's crazy to me. I don't get it.
I've never had a cat. I don't know. Let's see.
My sister had a cat, and I like took care of it for like the last year or two of its life. And she didn't know she was gonna die. It ended up dying in my apartment. But that's the only time I've ever had a cat per se.
Wait, so Lord IRR, your cat's actually it left and it has not returned home yet. They only go a few hundred feet away, according to
Well,
IRR.
yeah, I mean it makes sense. They're going to come back to their food source, right? It's a regular food source, unless they find another food source, right?
Well, I mean, they are
Sheltered
hunters.
food, right? Shelter, food, water, right? They need those things. So if you're supplying it, then you're going to probably stick around. Just like same thing with chickens. The chicken is, the chicken actually will start going farther and farther away every day. Like slowly but surely, it will expand its radius or diameter away from your coop if you let it free range. But eventually, it still comes back because it knows that's where it's protected at night. There's a food source, water, right? They'll come back. But otherwise, they're going to jump up in a tree, right?
Yeah. Let's see. JK says, I had a cat that I thought it was a dog.
Nice.
Best cat ever.
So,
I'm not a cat person.
So give some examples, JK, because I knew a girl in my 20s who had 2 Siamese cats, and she would take those hair ties, the circular hair ties, and she would toss them, and the cats would go get them and bring them back like a freaking dog, and I couldn't believe it. I'm like, and they did it constantly, and I mean, like, this is amazing. I know you can train a cat; they're smart, and so you can train them to do something. But I've never seen any other cat play fetch like that. It's nuts. It was nuts. So yeah, maybe something like that is what you're referring to. But yeah, I thought those were pretty cool cats, man. She had two of them, and they both did it. It was fun.
JK says his cat would do that. Yeah, I've seen cats roll over too on command.
Oh, I mean, I've seen that. Cats liking the belly rubs, but
If you can find me a cat that doesn't shed, that'd be like.
oh, they do have it. It's the hairless one from Austin Powers. They're ugly.
Oh, okay.
They're ugly as shit.
I want to.
You don't get that fuzziness, like that nice soft hair. But yeah, I think that's the only one. There may be. I think you're gonna get that that dander or whatever on any other cat, regardless. At least a little.
Yeah, I mean, at least with the beast, I mean, it's limited to where it can has access to because of its size. I mean, I don't have to worry about that. Cats can go like anywhere; they can squeeze through anything.
Well, not anything, but yeah, they're a little bit more agile than most dogs. They jump way higher. They get into all kinds of stuff. That's the other thing, That's why they say the curiosity killed the cat. Somebody probably just beat the fucking cat to death because they kept getting in their crap. They didn't want them in. They can play havoc with your houseplants, and stuff. They can, There's ways to stop that, I think. Like maybe put like rocks on top of the dirt, small rocks, which actually help for the little gnats and stuff as well. But like I think cayenne pepper and stuff, you can do that. I don't really think they like hot pepper too much. There are tricks, but yeah, I've seen cats use plants for litter boxes.
Enjoy your dinner, Mike.
Yeah, I wish I could turn it around and show you sunset, but it's not. There's no good view. What I was thinking is, since cell signal has been kind of spotty with this whole fall colors, is maybe next week when I'm up at work, I can just tool around the peninsula one evening, just before sunset or something, and do a little short live stream, like a 30-minute, like little tour around the 12 miles or something. I don't know, maybe we'll see.
Well, how far was that beach away from where you were?
What beach? From that one video I showed?
Yeah, I guess your first day or whatever.
Well, yeah, so that's where I filmed. That was not too far from a hotel I was staying at, which is the one I'd stay at pretty much every time because it's the cheapest. And that's the East Traverse Bay. So if you ever look at the map, right, and you look up at Traverse City, Michigan, Peninsula Township sticks out of the bay and separates West Bay from East Bay. That was East Bay, looking out between the peninsula and the other side of the landmass. So right off of that main road, that main drag right there, that goes through town basically. That's where most hotels are off that main drag right there in East Bay. West Bay is more restaurants and bars and shops, that kind of stuff. At least up towards the water, from what I've noticed. Like I go eat in West Bay and I stay in East Bay and I work in between the bays. But that's all changing in a couple of weeks, so.
210 says it's not my birthday, but thanks anyway. 210, when's your birthday? Come on.
Funny, maybe somebody pulled her leg and said it was your birthday. I guess I'll turn my lights on. I like to wait as long as humanly possible. I like to drive during the day. I don't get to do it very much on this long tour.
Hambone. Hi, Hambone.
Yeah, that's my beverage.
Oh, Lisa says that she woke 210 up. That opens to laughing faces. Let's see. There's a lot of people selling. I swung by one of my shops yesterday. They were so busy. Everybody kept walking in to sell.
Oh, I could totally see that. Like, I mean, somebody that's just in the looking for a short-term gain, or has to sell anyways coming up or something to make a purchase or pay a bill or something. You know, when it hit almost 35, that would have been a great time to get into a shop and sell, you know, like whatever you need to sell, you know, to get that little bit of loot, because you're going to make a little bit of extra. At least that's how my mindset would have been. I'm sure there's some people just trying to like play the short-term highs and lows, you know, sell that and figuring that it's going to dip, buy the dip back up, save a couple bucks. You know, if you're buying 100 ounces and you're saving $2, you know, an ounce, you know, you got some, you know, you got $200 extra to play with, you know. So
I guess I get it, but I don't fully understand it, because if you buy your silver, if you think about it, if you've been doing it for a while and you bought your silver back when it was $15, it doesn't make sense to me.
Well, yeah, I mean, who knows, right? It could be anything, right? It could have been somebody that inherited like stuff and has just been sitting on it. And they heard like, oh my God, silver's at like going crazy. And they're like, oh, this is a good time to sell. You never know what's going on in somebody's mind. But yeah, I'm a holder. I'm a stacker. I sell when I need to sell, because that's my bank, you know, other than my paycheck, you know, but my paycheck gets usually distributed into metals, as much of it as possible. And then if I have an extra bill that comes up, then I sell some. But I normally wasn't doing that. I was keeping enough cash to pay bills, and I normally do that. I'm mainly selling now just to pass on the deal. But yeah, I don't really sell unless I have to.
Yeah.
Like I sold that kilo last Saturday. I had to, man. I mean, I'm not making what I used to make, and I got a lot of extra expenses at the moment, because I got hotel rooms and gas, you know, eating out, because I don't have a kitchen, you know. So a couple more weeks.
Yeah, it'd be nice if they reimbursed
And if
you
I
for
get that other
lodging.
job, man, it's gonna be that's the cushion. Oh no, you can't expect them. Of me is to relocate, right? So they're not doing that. You know, they're not going to do that. My boss hooked me up with a place to stay for up to 6 months at a really good rate. So, and a nice place, fully furnished. So if I don't even have to move my stuff in there. I could put in a storage unit or something if I want. And then that way I don't have to worry about dinging up her place or something. Plus, it's just me moving my shit by myself, you know. So if it's too big for me to move it, I ain't bringing it. You know, I'll sell it, or I'll leave it with the house. Like my kitchen table, I'm leaving with the house. It's Amish made oak table my parents gave me, because they were getting rid of it and they knew they weren't going to get much money for it, so they just gave it to me because I had a huge house with a big dining room. So I'll just leave that. There's no way.
I thought Amish furniture went for a good price.
Well, yeah, of course, but it'll just sweeten the deal. Maybe it'll help sell the house faster, right? I mean, whatever. I'm not.
Yeah, if you leave it furnished to a certain extent.
I'm not leaving it furnished. I don't even own much furniture to begin with. But yeah, there's the chance of me the chance of me buying a property up north with that size dining room for that size table is slim to none. Because first of all, that size house up north is going to go for a decent amount of money, unless it's really far away from my work. And I don't want that size house, to be honest with you, if I don't have to. I'd rather have just a smaller house, bigger piece of property, lower taxes, right? The land value isn't taxed nearly as much as the house value. And I know, I'm in the business. I mean, it is, depending upon the land, and how big it is, or if it's water frontage or whatever. Water frontage, they bend you over on that one, but I mean, that's highly desirable land. There's a lot of money in it. You know, it sells for good money, so that's why they get you. You know, but 10 acres up north it's just an average size lot, really, in a lot of places. Down south, it's a different story. 10 acres is a big piece of land because people live on like a quarter acre or an eighth of an acre. not many people live like that up north. I mean, maybe in the city proper, like Traverse City, but that's not it's just like one city. You know, Garfield Township beneath it probably is similar. There's a couple like that maybe, but it's not the norm. The norm is the country, which is totally opposite of down south, which is why I took the job up north, because I like that. I like the norm being rural, you know?
Yeah. Captain Jigga says, where you at, brother?
Where am I at?
Yeah, I put I-75 in the chat, but...
Yeah, I'm currently, so there's exit off for Standish and Gladwin. So that would mean I should be coming up on Bay City or Saginaw pretty soon. I haven't gone over the bridge. Oh, so yeah, we're exit 190. Saginaw's in like I think the bridge is 170s, I believe, 80s. We should be coming up on that soon. I mean, I'm going to let you guys go soon because it's getting dark. You won't be able to see anything pretty soon. But you got the sun setting. So kind of got that ambiance going. We'll leave it going for a little bit. But yeah, pretty soon. The sun's going to drop soon. It's like literally almost 7 o'clock. Sun's going to drop by like 7:15 probably.
How many birch runs are there, Dale? Wait, Dale M., are you in Michigan?
Oh, Dale M? Yeah, Dale M's in Michigan. He's over in like Frenchtown area. So
What?
Like, yeah, like Monroe-ish. Yep.
I did not know that, Dale M. I don't know if he's going to be past... Well, I don't know. How many birch runs are there? There's only one that I know of.
Yeah, Birch Run. So Frankenmuth, basically. That's exit 144 is labeled Frankenmuth, but also in the 120s is also labeled Frankenmuth. So Birch Run, I think, is in the 120s though. So I'm about 60 miles or so away from Birch Run at the moment. So less than an hour. So I'm doing 85, so I can cover 85 miles in an hour, right? So I'll be at exit. Well, it's going to drop to 70 miles an hour in about 25 miles. It's in that 160 range, I think, is when it drops to the 70 miles an hour. So when it does that, I'll have to drop to 80. I can't go more than 10 over. Safely.
Tommy Guns is in the house.
I want to be safe. What's up, Tommy Guns? Good to see you. Yeah, I want to be safe. I don't want to get pulled over. It's just the time it takes. Even if you don't get a ticket, you're pulled over for like 20 fucking minutes, man. I don't want that. So yeah, so we're getting close to Saginaw. So the bridge, the Saginaw Bridge, it's like my least favorite bridge ever that I've ever driven over, and I've driven over some interesting bridges, especially in the Pacific Northwest. Saginaw is it's I think it's because of the story, the story of that bridge, you know, how it was built. Just weird. It creeps me the fuck out, man. So I don't like it, and it does drive kind of weird. They started from opposite sides. They do it with most bridges. I think every bridge for the most part. But for whatever reason, they fucked up, dude. They weren't going to line up. They were not going to meet. They had to do some like finagling and stuff with that bridge. And yeah, I'm not a big fan. The thing is, I can avoid it if I really want to. It just, like I said, it's going to be an extra half an hour drive. And if I'm going to like Brighton or something to see my sisters, or if my parents are in Michigan where they stay, yeah, I pretty much have to take them. Otherwise, it's a lot of extra time because they're not far south, you know. So, but yeah, I mean they're south.
All right, so Dale M from Michigan, Fairleigh, Captain Big Guys in Michigan, Sterling in Michigan.
Sterling Cannabis, yeah, he's
Sterling Cannabis. Who else is in Michigan?
Cherie's out by you. She's over in the St. Clair area. So Metal for Breakfast, I don't know if he's in the chat. He doesn't occasionally pop in my chat. He's bought stuff from me plenty of times. He's over by Jackson area. Well, I don't know. I think it's Jackson. He's near. And then there's Inglorious. Inglorious is he's over like 20 miles or so Yeah, and then there's more people. The Coin Crew, Angel and Keith, or Mrs. Coin Crew and Coin Crew, they're Muskegon. Pizza Guy is out by you and Cherie. There's other people. I'm spacing out. So you got Jeff C's downriver in like Lincoln Park area. So is Silver Princess. She's down in that area. There's other people.
I never even heard of Silver Princess. I don't know these people. Let's see.
She hangs out in like you'll see her in Steeler Stacker if you go into his auctions on Tuesdays. You'll see her there for sure.
Yeah, I try to stay away from
I don't know where else
auctions.
she hangs out. No, fair enough. Steeler plays
Jeff?
pretty good music in the background. He doesn't care about copyrights and stuff. He plays like heavy metal and stuff, or metal and like classic rock and stuff. He plays really good music, so if you just want something in the background, even if you don't want to, well, then again, I guess you'd be tempted. Because, yeah, he'll put up some killer stuff every now and then, in my opinion. But, you know, I don't make his auction that much these days.
It's like Jeff Chili Tiger Thomas
A little transitioning.
said he met
What's up,
Angel
Jeff?
and Keith.
Yeah, I've met him as well. Was it last year? No, it was my first year I was on YouTube, I think. Because, you know, my family vacations on the west side of Michigan every year, 4th of July time frame, give or take a few weeks. And yeah, I ran up to their shop to see them. And it was just before they were leaving to Tulsa. Yeah, it was 2 years ago. It wasn't last Tulsa, it was the Tulsa before. And yeah, I met them. Actually, they posted a picture of me and both of them on their community page. So, I believe, pretty sure.
Was that your first phase reveal?
Me?
Yeah.
No, I don't think so. No, because I probably wouldn't have done it if I hadn't shown my face yet. I don't know. I'd have to look at that, but I don't think so. Pretty sure I showed my face off on other streams before I met up with them. Because I had been up on panel on like MLZB and Cash Money and some other, and like Darlene, Second Chat Stacks, and Meg. Pretty sure I showed my face before. Plus, I didn't care when I was live. I think pretty much showed my face. I showed my face at my 500 party. Definitely, and I know I had shown it before that.
Hi, Captain Stacks.
I gotta pay attention. See if it drops to 70. Yeah, look at these guys. Look at that guy in front of you. Yeah, just past the sign that says "Keep right, except the pass." Right? Fucking terrible drivers, man, in Michigan. Terrible. There's a lot of states with bad drivers, but Michigan's got some of the worst. Top 5 for sure, from my experience. Illinois is up there. Ohio's up there. Yeah, it's the Midwest is pretty bad for the most part, in my opinion. It's just common sense and courtesy to get over. What if an emergency vehicle's coming, or then you don't have to get over. Then you don't even have to pull over. Because I love that too. Everyone will come to a complete stop just because like a cop's coming by or something. And it's like, dude, really? Like, that's why he's got the lights, and that's why there's 2 lanes. You know, same thing with an ambulance. There's no law that says you have to stop. You have to get out of their way. You have to get out of their way.
It's a courtesy. Yeah, it's not a law.
Yeah, and I understand courtesy because I like courtesy, but it makes sense if you're on the expressway that not to come to a complete freaking stop. Where you see the person in distress? No. Okay, so they're going to an exit. Are you near an exit? No, then you don't need to stop. Get out of the way for sure. And the same thing can be said in town. Like, don't block an entrance to a subdivision or a parking lot or something like that. But other than that, like, you don't need to come to a stop. People are, it just cracks me up because they'll do that, but then they won't, they'll ride your ass or do something unsafe, it's like, it just cracks me up, If you're going to be safe, then be safe the whole time.
Jeff says, I passed someone on the left shoulder before after they wouldn't move over.
Oh, well, you gotta, I've done that too, but I try not to do that because, first of all, you're breaking the law, technically, right? And you left the road, that's automatic ticket if a cop did see you. And nowadays, there's so many dash cams and people like me, filming or whatever while they're driving or whatever, right? There's so many opportunities for your license plate to get hit that somebody can, turn that in. They can probably ticket you if they have evidence that you're doing something you're not supposed to do. And then they can hit you with reckless driving, like all kinds of crap, dude. And you can, in Michigan, reckless driving is, I think, at least 6 points. And if you have 6 points on your record, I think it's an automatic suspension. It might not be automatic. You might have to go to a class or something, but it's bad. And, the insurance goes up. And, so I try to avoid tickets whenever possible. So I try not to do stupid stuff because the last accident I got in was a 4-car accident, and it happened because the guy tried to pass me on the shoulder. Now, he passed me on the right shoulder, and I was driving faster than the other 2 vehicles. He was just pissed off at me from earlier, and he let his rage get the best of him. It actually hurt me and everybody else, but my car was already considered a complete loss, so I just got $3,000 extra and had to do a little bit more work to it. But I just bought a bunch of crappy parts, well, not crappy parts, but secondhand parts, like body parts that weren't 100% perfect, but were the proper color. And it's just a point A to B vehicle now. But it's a 130,000 mile 2008 Toyota Highlander hybrid. So it gets decent gas mileage for a 7-seater, and it's got low miles. The engine's fine. No damage ever to the engine or tranny. So this thing can still go another 200,000 miles easy. So, like I said, I got limited liability on this thing now, so I pay less in insurance. But the max I can ever get is $3,000. So if it gets totaled, the most I can ever get for this thing is $3,000. That's how Michigan's insurance sucks. But it is what it is.
Well, so, I have a dash cam and front and rear.
Yep. A lot of people do nowadays with the more sophisticated cars, right? And in my opinion, this is all surveillance. This is all
I can't
for surveillance against you.
I can't
with ring cameras and stuff, in my opinion.
I can't say my car is sophisticated or my vehicle is, but with the Beast, I didn't want anybody coming after me saying that if I were to leave the Beast in the vehicle, that's the whole reason I pretty much got it. Plus, it's good to have.
Well,
you can work against you also. I can say that.
Yep. There's pros and cons, all kinds of stuff, But yeah, that's why I don't do any of the Alexa devices. And I hate Siri. I turn Siri off everything I possibly can that's Apple that I own. I don't like any of that stuff. It's all used for spying, in my opinion.
I don't use whatever it's called either. I have it all turned off. And then it's funny is sometimes it turns back on, or I have to keep them. I always have to check to make sure that it's all turned off. Individual stuff.
It's probably certain updates probably automatically turn her back on or something. I wouldn't doubt it. They push her back on you.
Yeah, and then my phone consistently says, "Finish setting up your iPhone." I'm yeah, no thanks.
I'm down to 10%. So I gotta call it, y'all. I don't want to completely lose.
That's hilarious. I'm at 10% too.
So.
All right. Well.
Yeah, that's streaming. Streaming on StreamYard kills your battery. So. Appreciate you all for hanging out. Whoever was here. Sorry, I couldn't really read chat, and I lost the internet a bunch of times. But next time, I'll hopefully have something a little bit better for you guys to to watch. Truly appreciate you popping up, and SUT also. Thank you very much.
Later. Have a safe drive. Bye, everybody. Or I'll see you later next time.
Come on, son.